Welcome back. We now have 5 data streams running and 5 data lake objects sitting in our data cloud org with all of Shopspeare's raw data. Before we move on to data modeling, I want to make sure you have a solid understanding of what data lake objects actually are and what you are looking at when you open one. This is a quick but important module. A data lake object DLO is automatically created when a data stream successfully runs. It's a table that holds your raw, unprocessed data exactly it came from the source. Think of it as a staging area, the landing zone, where data arrives first before it's processed into something more structured and useful. A few important things. DLOs are read-only. You never directly edit the data in a DLO. There is always a one-to-one relationship. One data stream creates one DLO, and when the data stream runs again, the DLO is updated with fresh data. Let me compare DLO and DMO because this is fundamental. A DLO is a raw. It has field names from your source system, the data exactly as it landed, and it was created automatically by ingestion. A data model object or DMO is standardized. It has field names from the Salesforce standard data model. It was created through a mapping process, and it's what you use for identity resolution, calculated insights, and segmentation. Think of DLOs as the raw ingredients and DMOs as your final prepared dish. You can't cook from a DLO, you need to go through the data mapper first. When you open a DLO, you will see the fields from your source data under a Fields tab. You will also see system-generated fields that Data Cloud adds automatically. The fields you care most about are the ones you designated as primary key and event time when you created a data stream. Let's look into that. So let's go back to a data lake object. We are in the e-commerce under fields. You have order ID as primary key. You have purchase as event time field. Let me revisit category assignment because it matters downstream. Profile category DLOs contains data about who people are, identity data like names and emails, that's CRM contacts and loyalty members. Engagement category DLOs contain data about what people did, transaction and event, that's our 3 purchase and event DLOs. This categorization tells Data Cloud how to treat the data during identity resolution and data modeling. Profile data feeds the individual DMO. Engagement data feeds things like sales order DMOs. Now we draw your attention to something critical in our software data. Let me open DLO and look at the email address for Jennifer Rodriguez. So if we open this particular one and preview for e-commerce, we look at the Rodriguez. Rodriguez has got an email of jennifer.r@email.com. Let's look into some other for loyalty members. Let's preview. For Rodriguez, we want to see it has got an email address of jennifer.rodriguez@gmail.com. So emails are different even though they are the same person. In the mobile app event, this is the interesting one, jen.rod@yahoo.com. 4 different email addresses, one real person. But notice there's another common signal. Her phone number 555-234-5678 appears in few of these records. So let's see whether it is in loyalty members or not. Five, six, seven, eight belongs to Broadridge. Let's look into another one. E-commerce purchase preview. It also belongs to Broadridge. We are setting up everything we need right now by having this data in our DLOs. Each DLO has a last refresh timestamp and a status indicator. When everything is working correctly, you will see a green status. If you need to manually refresh the data, say you added more rows to your CSV, you go to the corresponding data stream and trigger a new run. One important nuance, refreshing a DLO doesn't automatically cascade to update all the downstream system that are mapped from it. DMOs, calculated insight, and segment all have their own refresh schedule. So if I go to data stream, if I have to add more, I'll update the file and then refresh it. Then it will show me in the refresh history over here. If I open the corresponding data lake object, it tells me last updated on. So this will get changed then. And also in the refresh history, it will show. Best practices, choose meaningful data stream names from the beginning. Those names become your DLO names and they will be referenced throughout your entire data cloud configuration. Changing them later requires recreating the data cloud configuration, which is painful. Set the correct category from the start, same issue, hard to change later. Always verify the data looks correct before moving to mapping. If there are problems with the raw data, those problems carry all the way to your unified profiles and segment. So here we have 5 DLOs, but this data is in 5 different formats with 5 different schemas. The word email appears to be email with uppercase E, customer underscore email, email, contact underscore email across 5 different files. Before we can do identity resolution or build any analysis, we need to map all of these to a common standard. That's what we do next with the data mapper and the data model object. I will see you in module 6.